9/18/2023. We're in chapter 9 of the Wei Liaozi Principles of the General. Verse 1. Generals are officers of patterns and must rule over 10,000 affairs. This must not be the realm of one man alone. When 10,000 affairs rise, since this is not the domain of one man alone, the general is able to govern them all. When 10,000 affairs arise, he can command them all. 2. The ruler does not arrest a criminal more than 5 paces away. Although they may fire hooked missiles at him, the ruler will not chase him. This is because the ruler is good at examining the criminal's nature. Without relying on punishment canes, he can still understand the criminal's situation. 3. If you flog a man's back, brand his ribs, or bind his fingers to question him on his criminality, even an officer of the state would be unable to endure the pain and would falsely accuse himself. That's very interesting. So, the ruler has to know about the criminal mind in order to overcome the criminal mind. And then if you torture someone enough, they will admit to anything, regardless of whether or not they're guilty. Verse 4. 2 more verses. There's only 5 verses in this chapter. The current generation say, those with 1,000 pieces of gold will not die. Those with 100 pieces will be punished, while those with 100 will not be punished. Those with 1,000 pieces of gold will not die, while those with 100 pieces will not be punished. If you try to adhere to my techniques, then even someone as wise as Yao or Shun could not dismiss your charges. Even those with 10,000 pieces of gold could not use a single coin to escape your sanctions. 5. Now, those awaiting their sentence number no fewer than several tens in the smallest jails, no fewer than several hundreds in the medium jails, and no fewer than the several thousands in the largest. When 10 men draw 100 into their affairs, when 100 draw 1,000, and when 1,000 draw 10,000, those they draw together are relatives, brothers, spouses, and old friends who knew and know them well. Thus the farmers are not bound to their fields, traders are not bound to their stores, and officials are not bound to their positions. These criminal acts will drag all the good people down together in this way to the bottom. The art of war says, when an army of 10,000 is dispatched, the daily cost is 1,000 pieces of gold. Now we have 100,000 good people united in jail, but the ruler cannot remedy the situation. I consider this to be a risk.